We often think about doing good as a simple act of giving. But what if there's a deeper, more powerful way? Today we're diving into a powerful idea from ancient India that could completely reshape how we think about helping others, and we'll see how modern technology is bringing this incredible philosophy to life to restore something absolutely fundamental, our free will.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to start by poking at this whole idea of good deeds. Then we'll explore the ancient concept of Dharma, see how that plugs into the idea of selfless action, and then, this is the really cool part, we'll connect all of it to a totally revolutionary approach in modern healthcare.
All right, first up, let's challenge an idea that most of us probably take for granted: the act of doing good.
Let me ask you this. Is every good deed actually good? We're all taught that giving is this ultimate virtue. But have you ever stopped to think if some kinds of help, even with the best intentions, actually create a trap, a cycle of dependency that might, in a strange way, end up conquering a person's free will? And this really gets to the heart of the matter. On one side, you have charity that's all about the outcome. Giving food, money, a cure, it solves a problem right now, for sure, but it can make people reliant on that help. Then, on the other side, you've got something totally different: empowerment. This isn't about giving someone a fish, it's about giving them back their own fishing rod, restoring their agency, and most importantly, upholding their free will.
So, if not traditional charity, then what's the alternative? Well, this is where a really powerful concept from ancient Indian thought comes into play. It's called Dharma.
Dharma isn't just a list of rules. It comes from a word that literally means to support or to sustain. Think of it as the cosmic glue, the underlying moral law that holds everything together, from you and me to the entire universe. It's all about righteous action and fulfilling your duty. And here's the really crucial part. Dharma is personal. There's this idea of swadharma, which means one's own dharma. It's your unique duty, your specific role to play in the grand scheme of things. It's not about being a hero in someone else's story. It's about making your own unique contribution to the world.
And wow, this quote from the Bhagavad Gita just nails it. Better is one's own duty, though imperfectly performed, than the duty of another well performed. That's huge. It's basically saying, stop trying to be someone else. Do your job, fulfill your duty, even if you're not perfect at it. Because trying to live out someone else's purpose, that's where things go wrong.
Okay, so that's the what, but what about the how? How do you actually practice Dharma? Well, the answer lies in something called karma yoga, the yoga of action.
Now this is a real game changer. Karma yoga asks us to act not for what we'll get out of it, not for the praise, not for the money, not even for a specific good outcome. You do it simply because it's the right thing to do, because it is your duty. Period. And this brings us to this incredible teaching from Lord Krishna. You have the right to act, but never to the fruit of the act. Just let that sink in. It completely reframes how we look at our work. Your job is the action itself, done with total integrity. What happens after that? That's not your business. It's all about detachment. So you can really break this down into 3 steps. First, figure out what your unique duty is, your swadharma. Second, do it. Pour all of your energy into it, selflessly. And third, this is the hardest part. Let go of what happens next. You renounce any attachment to success or failure. And that right there frees you to act with real purpose.
All right, so ancient philosophy is fascinating, but how does any of this connect to our world right now? Well, let's look at a system that affects nearly every single one of us: healthcare. The modern healthcare system is often built on a model that can create dependency and even fear. And this isn't just a feeling. Get this, medical errors are now the 3rd leading cause of death globally. It's staggering. It shows us that the very system designed to heal us can sometimes be a source of profound harm.
Hindu philosophy has a perfect word for this kind of distorted reality: Maya. Maya is this cosmic illusion that makes us mistake what we see on the surface for the deeper truth. It's like a veil of ignorance that clouds our perception.
The great sage Shankaracharya explained this perfectly. He said it's like seeing a rope in a dark room and freaking out because you think it's a snake. The fear you feel is absolutely real, right? Your heart is pounding, but the cause, the snake, is an illusion. In healthcare, the illusion is that we are helpless, that we must surrender our free will to an all-knowing system. But the reality is we have incredible power in our own well-being.
And you can see that illusion playing out right here. The traditional model, it controls information, it creates dependency, it runs on fear to get compliance. But look at the alternative, pioneered by Dr. Katyali Srivatsa. It's all about transparency, about building your own competence. It's democratic. The goal isn't just compliance, it's making informed choices based on knowledge.
And this brings us to the really practical, modern solution, an AI system designed not to control us, but to empower us. A system that actually embodies the principles of Dharma.
This vision from Dr. Srivatsa is pure Dharma in action. He built an AI which he fittingly names Dr. Maya to create a system called Prema. And its goal is to empower people, reclaim their free will, and offer service to those who seek, and not to inflict them on others, because you believe it is a good thing to do. He's basically saying, my duty is to help you find your own way, not force my way upon you.
So instead of acting like a charity, just doling out cures and creating dependency, Dr. Maya performs its svadharma, its specific duty. It provides the tools for individuals to fulfill their duty of protecting their own health. It restores knowledge, empowers decisions, and breaks those cycles of fear, all without being attached to any one specific outcome.
This leaves us with a profound question to think about. If our true duty is to empower free will, not just hand out outcomes, then how must we change the way we help? It forces us to reconsider what it truly means to do good, not just in healthcare, but in every single aspect of our lives.